Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Manchester United midfielder agrees to leave the club, but on one condition. Casemiro has endured a disastrous start to the season, but is not in a rush to quit Manchester United. Casemiro was made available for a transfer during the summer transfer window, but a lack of offers meant he stayed beyond last Friday's deadline. And a poor first half performance against Liverpool last Sunday, which included losing possession in the build-up to Luis Diaz's two goals, saw the Brazilian hold off at half-time. Consequently, speculation surrounding the midfielder's Old Trafford future has ramped up. For example, surprise reports this week have linked the 32-year-old with a late move to Turkey. The Super League's window is open until the 13th of September, and Casemiro has been mooted as a possible target for Galatasaray. However, despite the Lions being able to capture Napoli's Victor Osimhen, the United midfielder is proving a tougher target to convince. According to a recent report from ESPN, the South American will not quit the Red Devils, where he earns a staggering £350,000 per week, unless he is informed he has no future under Eric Ten Hag. United's failure to communicate their desire to part ways with their number 18 will see the former Real Madrid star remain at Old Trafford until at least the end of the season, when he will then have 1 year left on his deal. During his 2 years with the Red Devils, Casemiro has directly contributed to 21 goals in 87 games in all competitions. Fabrizio Romano delivers update on the future of 24-year-old Man United ace amid exit links. Manchester United winger Antony has been linked with a move away from the club in recent weeks. The 24-year-old has been quite underwhelming since the move to Manchester United, and he has not been able to live up to the expectations at Old Trafford. Naturally, there have been rumors of a potential exit, and Fenerbahce were rumored to be a potential destination. However, Fabrizio Romano has now rubbished such reports, stating that there is no truth to those links and that the player is fully committed to the Manchester United project. Sources close to the player have also confirmed that he has no desire to move this summer. The 24-year-old will look to get his career back on track at Old Trafford, and it remains to be seen whether he can regain his form and confidence. He was a key player for Ajax prior to the move to the Premier League, and he will look to get back to that level once again. Manchester United need a top-class winger who will add goals and creativity to the side. The Brazilian will be hoping to deliver consistently this season. There is no doubt that he has the physical and technical attributes to thrive in English football, and it remains to be seen whether he can regain his sharpness. Meanwhile, Manchester United have sanctioned the departure of Jadon Sancho, and they will not want to weaken their attacking unit any further. Letting Antony depart would leave them short in the wide areas. Manchester United will need adequate depth and quality in the side if they want to challenge for major trophies this season. They will be hoping to get into the UEFA Champions League and push for domestic trophies as well. Manchester United legend criticises Red Devils Misfit, who doesn't have an actual position. Manchester United legend Teddy Sheringham has singled out Marcus Rashford for criticism, as it still looks like he hasn't figured out his best position. Sheringham, speaking at the lunch of Lady Brooks, expressed his concern about Rashford's role in the team, as he is not really a winger or a striker, which can lead to some confusion about what he is meant to be doing on the pitch. He said the following: I still don't know what Marcus Rashford's best position is. That's the problem, I think. For me, he is not a left winger because he doesn't feed the center forward enough, even though he did put a couple of quality balls in towards the end of the game against Liverpool. So He is not a left winger, he is not a center forward, he is not a number 10, he is not a right winger, he is a forward player who can score goals and who has talent, so you have to find a place for him. But it's very hard to build a team around him when he doesn't have an actual position. You are fitting him in to score a goal off the cuff, and that's very hard to build teams around. He is having a tough time, no doubt about it. He hasn't got leaders out there helping him. He's having a tough time, and the rest of the players are just saying, get on with it. You need the players that are going to rally around you. You know, you change your own performances with hard work, with graft, and you work your way into the game by showing people that you really care. But he does it in fits and starts. I think he needs more of it. He needs to show more passion in how he is playing to prove to the Old Trafford faithful that he really wants to be playing for United. Manchester United transfer decision heavily criticized by Red Devils great. Manchester United have been heavily criticized for letting Scott McTominay leave for Napoli this summer, with former Red Devils star Teddy Sheringham making it clear he feels he was one of the few players he had anything positive to say about recently. The Scotland international was a hard-working and reliable squad player at Old Trafford, someone the club could always rely on to make an impact when needed, whilst also being prepared to accept being in and out of the team, and often having to wait on the bench for a chance to make an impact. Man United ended up selling McTominay to Napoli this summer, with many top clubs cashing in on their home ground players due to Premier League profit and sustainability rules, but it's clear Sheringham feels it was a risky decision. Sheringham, speaking at the launch of Lady Brooks, discussed Marcus Rashford's recent poor form and a number of other topics, with McTominay coming up as someone he had a lot of time for. He said, the only player who I'd say can hold his head up for his effort in a United shirt over the past few months would be Scott McTominay, and he is just gone to Napoli. He is one of your players who runs and chases when things aren't going well. He works things out and he tries to put things right. There doesn't look to be too many people out there trying to put things right. They are all playing in their own little shells. Please don't dig me out this week. It might be my turn. That's not how you play in a top football team. You've got to look after one another. You've got to help your teammates out and hope they help you out when you falter. That's how you grind games out sometimes. It's not always pretty football, especially when you are still working out how you're going to play. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United held talks with the French attacker's agent this summer. Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman was linked with a move away from the German club during the summer transfer window. According to Vigaches, the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur were all keen on signing the player, and they made attempts to sign the French international. However, a deal for the 28-year-old did not materialize, and he ended up staying at the German club. Coman has fallen down the pecking order at Bayern Munich, and he needed to leave the club in order to play regularly. It will be interesting to see if he can hold down a regular starting spot at the club this season. He will have another opportunity to leave the club in January, and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. The report states that the players' representatives held talks with the directors of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham. However, the English clubs never really followed up on their interest with an official proposal. All four clubs are well stocked in the wide areas, and it's no surprise that they ended their pursuit of the French international. While there is no doubt that could be a quality player for most Premier League clubs, the aforementioned clubs would not have been able to provide him with regular game time. It will be interesting to see where the 28-year-old winger ends up. He needs to play regularly at this stage of his career, and he should look to join a club that is prepared to provide him with game time assurances. The 28-year-old has proven himself at the highest level, and he has won several major trophies throughout his career. Apart from his qualities as a footballer, his winning experience could prove to be an invaluable addition to the dressing room. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.